All right, now we are back. What I'm actually gonna do is do a little character introduction. Oh, first farewell, Billy with the bagpipes. You were one of us. Sigarda is still recovering from COVID. I haven't heard anything, but did let him know what's going on. But so as we go with everybody, and I think we're missing. Oh no, Krikec there. How we're gonna do it is we're gonna kind of arrive. We'll start at the palace, but as I'll do a little character introduction, I'll do like a little character introduction for each character, but I'll highlight how when I ask you a question, just a quick intro, and then just how the party dealt with like whatever issue I kind of put forth from the finishing up. So the first we'll go with Zephyr. So a little intro, and then how did the party manage to um, destroy? How did you manage the destroy the contraption on Motherhorn that can predict the future? Yes, and everyone will get a long rest. Yeah, it can predict the future, and it harnesses the lightning. So how would the party have destroyed it? Fair enough. Okay, well. Yeah, destroyed the rich. Yeah, it was called the Orrery of Tragedies. It is a whirling contraption that the witch was able to use, that the hag Moongrave was able to use at a time to predict the future, but it was always kind of like a tragedy, used magic and mathematics. Okay. There is lots of. It's made of like crystals, like metal rods, hardened glass. Sure. Um, Essentially, what your companions at Motherhorn would let you know is that since it is drawing the energy, like all it's lightning conductors, but everyone was worried about if someone else at Motherhorn, because they don't know if you're going to succeed in freeing, and they don't want someone else kind of taking control and using the contraption of tragedies to sort of make it their own fiefdom. Sure. Okay. And then Calathea, just how would um would the party? Okay, sorry. It sounded better in my head when I was first planning it out. Okay, so the party was able to kind of reunite the sisters Gleam and Glister, but they needed to go to the the Fey the Fey circles. You know what? I can't think what the actual name was. The Fey beacons. However, when you guys arrived there was a prince that an elven, a wood elf prince that was trying to use it to get home, but he every time he would, and you're supposed to light beacons, and then it show you which, Feywild he's supposed to go. But he's dealing with Puritans that keep, he tries to finish this ritual, and the Puritans just consistently disrupt it. So he's in this never ending, and Gleam and Glister do want to go back to the material plane. They want to go back to the carnival. How do you all assist with this? Or how did you all? Or do you want me to pass to someone else? There was a prince that was there that was trying to also use the Fey beacons. Okay, you know what? That's okay. Okay. It's okay. Like Geren. All right. Okay. And then Flava Flav. All right. So your dandelion companion Amador, ran into a Fomorian gate beekeeper that wanted uh, your guys' honeybee companion for himself because he's a beekeeper. But Amador challenged the Fomorian beekeeper to a duel. How did the party help Amador win the duel? No, it worked. I was nodding in agreement. Sure. I was like, it sounded bad at first, but there was a method to the madness. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Okay, hold on. This one right now. Oh, yeah, no, this is not because I do have your updated token in the other maps. So yeah. So you know what? I'm just gonna. Yeah, yeah. It's not a big deal. Oh, that'll work. And last, but certainly not least, Krikec. When it came down to, you had a large, kind of like a large group of people that were following you, and but you just need to you know whittle some away. Like what do you tell everyone else? Okay. But you know what? There were two others that originally that were not going to go with you, but you know what? I love when a module contradicts itself. So as we start coming, you're led. All of the companions give their reasons for taking off. Those who remain are the stalwart companion from the adventure group that came at Elkhorn, that was watching over children, but decided, you know what, I'll just go on adventure because it's kind of cool. And Mulliver, who is with the Big Rock Mines. Well, yes, there is supreme danger up ahead because especially got this weird dragon creature that's coming out. They will figure what best way to help everybody. Than to go with you at least to find the remaining members of their group. Valor's Call. Oh, actually, no. I know exactly what I needed, but that what Skyla, the warlock that you guys beat to a pulp, did not kill. How did you interrogate her? And what would have happened to Skyla after you interrogated her? No, that was another Darkling. I think Charm was her name. Uh, Skyla was supervising the goblins with jobs at the theater. Yeah. Hmm. Awesome. Well, because of that. Oh yeah, and she definitely didn't want you guys to destroy the honorary tragedies. She was totally not going to use it to, become a power broker in this area after you guys leave. Oh man, it broke. I'm sorry. Well, okay. Well, so kind of go with, little adherent to, the hardcover, their ideas. Well, she tells you, like, she will be heroic, not with you guys. She thinks you guys, well, best luck. You guys will totally be fine. What she tells you is she was part of the League of Malevolence, and I will put that on there. Actually, I'll put it in the Discord chat. Make it easier. Her leader is named Cleric. He wants to steal a magic staff from his archenemy Run, and they all came together with Zelbina to blackmail Zelbina to get the staff. And you also find out with that amazing speech, that force of words, she also adds some additional information. That she feels. So I got put it for the notes for later. She believes that Zilbina is an alias used by the Archmage Igwilv, who hails from the world called Orith. And Igwilv is the adopted daughter of Baba Yaga, unlike the Witch's Coven, or the true daughter of the Mother of Witches. And the hags use Igwilv's cauldron with help of Baguette to trap Igwilv in time. But, yeah, you know what? A flame tongue sword could destroy it. And wouldn't you know, some dude named Warduke's got a flame tongue sword. Awfully convenient. But then you guys are. And then you do a fantastic montage of going through mountains, and kind of when you finally arrive at the gates of the palace, you come across a few different sights. The first sight is Ivy's clings to a set of silvery gates embedded in the palace's outer wall, where you can see a luxuriant garden can be seen beyond the bars of the gates. However, what will get everyone's attention is on the ground, kind of a little bit nearby, you see impressions like something crashed and like dragged across the garden. You see a heavily wounded owlbear. I don't know, you guys should. What do you guys there? They're inside. You can see a little bit past the gates, like some conversation. But you know what? There's juniper there, and there's a suspicious shrubbery that's like it takes the form of a shrubbery, but it's actually a pumpkin, and it's seemingly kind of like inching its way towards the very heavily wounded juniper. What do you all do? Yeah. Now, well, first, how do you deal with this pumpkin that's slowly walking its way over there? It does look hot. It looks hostile to Juniper in her current state. While it does look dangerous. Sorry, hold on, my kid's talking to me. Okay, sorry, my son kept trying to get my attention. Well, yes, it looks like it's hostile to Juniper. It doesn't look necessarily malevolent, I guess, would be. Yeah. Okay. Well, sure. I will say, why don't we do this as an intimidation check with advantage? Because you're throwing fire at it. You know what? It comes across as you guys go and you give it a Juniper some healing. You can see that she's got uh you see like long like claws like claws like on her back and sides, and uh so the wounds start to heal, and kind of wakes up. It kind of starts moving, and then you can see the pumpkin just starts moving back. But on this end, however, as everyone was having a conversation before kind of everything that kind of happened, um you see 7 guests over here, and one of them is a kind of talking bear lounging around a picnic table covered with an emerald green cloth and laden with cakes, teapots, teacups, and cutlery. You see 2 of the guests are motionless and silent, but the others are engaged. We're engaged in a spirited conversation. Um, and then at the back of the pavilion, a string quartet of badger minstrels were playing some delicate chamber music. And you hear uh, a a human male over here calls out like, Yamzu, oh, get away over there, Yamzu. It's like, oh, uh, our apologies. Uh, you're she crashed into the garden not too long ago. We weren't sure what to do. I was like, oh, no. We're actually waiting. Uh, we've been summoned by Zelbina, and we've been waiting here until they're ready for us. Well, it's a big bear. Well, at first there was the Jabberwocky was coming through, so we kind of uh, some of us kind of tried to go away, and we weren't sure if it wasn't gonna come back, but didn't seem that long, and then just and then you guys showed up. You know what? A Juniper, she is better, but go ahead, give me animal handling check. Okay. She just looks really, I'll just kind of use it as kind of like an overall. Um, it looks like she was really hurt earlier, but you guys kind of were able to get here on time and kind of at least stave off the worst of her wounds. Um, she looks, she looks a little, um, she does seem to recognize you. And she kind of calls out to you, kind of a low, wounded call. And then I will say, Sigarda would immediately, it would have been the next person to go over and provide additional healing. You know what? I don't think the Harengons don't get dark vision, do they? Okay. Can you guys see it all, or? Okay, no, just making sure. No, it shouldn't be dark. I guess it was at night then. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I was fast enough to get to her. So one of the, let's see, I'm trying to get, yeah. You see this, a gentleman, this, says, greetings, I am Lord Eld. Um, don't mind my appearance where I'm a living statue, but, um, are you also here, to have an audience with Zelbina, the queen? No, no. As Elkhorn and Molliver kind of trail behind you, they will say no. But you know what? If I yeah, they seem like just easily they seem kind of like polite society kind of a deal. Like they're just kind of waiting. But I would like everyone to give me an insight check. Mm. So, okay, you know what? I don't see Flava Flav's insight. Okay. Okay. So, while with the insight, you know, it definitely looks like a lot of the people here are. They get the impression that that they're But definitely, they don't have any ill intentions toward the party and group. You know, just kind of people here. However, you know those badgers. Oh, well, you know they're sitting there, they're singing. You know that they seemed a little perturbed. You know, a little initially seeing you all kind of arrive, but you know, just like a moment, they look kind of annoyed. But then, um, you guys are kind of talking, and they kind of talk to you a little bit. They seem to be trying to like play music again to kind of at a higher level. Like they're playing the elevator music just a little bit louder. Okay. Okay. How about a performance? Okay. Let's see. Okay. Well, you know, you know, all four of them attempt to kind of outplay you, and they actually do a really good job with the music. But you do notice there's a performance. There's nothing about their music that's enchanting. Could be. Um, and the Badgers will actually reply to you commonly like, no, thank you. We are here on behalf of the Hourglass Coven. We're here to entertain everyone here, and you all should maybe you should stay here entertained until Zerbina comes for you. Uh, uh, what do you mean they're gone? Why would they be gone? Their names, the coven is such a not bad word. They should be known as like sweetness, kindness, and charity for all the good they've done. And they sort of like look at you and look at them, and they just have this like they start cursing in a different language. It's probably more Badger, and to say we spit at you, you foul, violent, violent cretins. We can't do anything. We have no hopes to actually vend them against ruffians such as yourselves. But we bid you good day. Um, they kind of like move away to like another corner, and they kind of place some more, and they're just like, oh wait, hey, hags are dead. then they will before they will put their instruments away, and then they spit at you for a second time before they depart. And they all sort of look at each other and they're like, "Oh wait, the hags are gone. So does oh well, I guess that means if their business with the heck, then surely Zobina will come for us soon. I don't know how long have we been here, and they're just like, oh, well, would you like to try some of this cake and tea? It's really good. Yeah, some of the other guests will say. I'm sorry, say it again. Oh. Yeah. You get the impression that no idea how long they've been waiting. Um, but yeah, you get the feeling they don't. They're sort of shocked. They seemed like positively shocked about these other hags being dead, taken care of. They're like, oh, well, the brown bear says, well, we haven't. We were hoping that one of the queen's representatives, Lobina, would come and grant an audience, but oh well, we haven't actually left this area yet. But we were told that the queen has many defenses here. I heard it can be quite dangerous, so I guess if you're going up yourselves, well, I guess good luck. Says, oh, let's see. Does the bear? Oh, well. Yeah, the bear just kind of like, says, that's pretty impressive. Well, Sigarda will said that she will stay with Juniper and guard her. Of course. Just like no one will get the Juniper again, and Sigarda will eye on the pumpkin. Well, see those stones. So those stones, you know that they say, they say, well, there's some kind of sigil on it. So don't know. I hope you don't. I hope nothing happens if you step on it. But that's a good opportunity since Flave's going by the stones. If I can get an Arcana check. Nice. I think it was the chair in Yon. The yeah. Cool. Understandable. You figure out that. Well, don't worry. You tell Flavor Flav there's nothing inherently dangerous with the sigil. Um, that looks like how the stones are. There are sigils on these moss-covered standing stones. Um, it is a sequence that allows it to function as a teleportation circle. So as long as you can write the sequence down or commit it to memory, you can use it with a teleportation circle spell. And, this can be, I guess, a checkpoint or a... Yeah. Geren, it's magic stuff. Oh, Garen, you're a rune, you're Eldritch Knight, right? Okay. Oh, and I will say, as you guys look like you're about to leave, Krikec, you will notice by the table there is, you see a package. You swear it wasn't there a moment ago. Actually, you're confident it wasn't there a moment ago. And Flavor Flav and Calathea, actually, yeah, you all notice this present that's there, and it has like a long list of names. Looks like all of your names, and they all look, and you hear this other noble, what will say? Oh, no, I've been taking down notes about what's been going on lately. So no, that's very interesting. No. It looks safe to open. Okay. There, on the note, there is an item there. And there is a note that's in Draconic. Oh, wait. Oh. Oh, wait, does anybody read Draconic? Uh-oh. No, it's a note. But, you know what? We'll say. Mm-hmm. Well, the same noble that has, like, they have their own magic colors writing it down. It's like, oh, I can help. I actually know quite a few languages. It was like, this is in the Draconic language. It says, many thanks. May fortune smile upon you. Yours, Sir Talavar. Yep. Mm-hmm. But now you guys have a chime of opening. Just a random item. Nice. Of course, of course. Where all would you like to go next? Oh, while you were out for the Flav on the phone, you found out that the Circle of Stones you found from Calathea is actually a sequence for a teleportation circle. And Flavor as you are going forward, like the bardic tank that you are, you see over here a marble fountain. It rises from the plinth of on the bank of the stream, overflowing with time frozen water that spills from the mouths of sculpted animals. The frozen spray surrounding the fountain creates rainbows in the air around it. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go check that out. Hmm? There are certain parts that are frozen. But if we're going over here, there is a gleaming great axe is embedded in a withered tree stump near a bend in the stream. Garen, what's your strength? Oh, okay. All right. Do you want to pull the axe from the stump? All right. It takes a moment. You know, you get a chance to kind of flex some of the muscles, but you're able to pull out this axe that seems, it could be special. It's pretty special. Feels pretty rare. Okay, and then so it looks like our Zephyr, as you are going closer, it looks like a rose garden. This fragrant rose garden is bordered by a bronze fence. The roses come in a variety of colors, with a few black and white specimens among them, but you notice there are glistening spider webs cover the rose bushes. The statue. Okay, so it looks like it's a petrified satyr. What do you want to? You want to go in closer and as out of the party, as you're all sort of surrounding the rose garden. You guys actually notice other creatures. Um, I'll say, yeah. So Calathea, Geren, and Flavor you will notice there are about three creatures kind of lurking in the soil. And here, come peeking out, you see 3 kind of Eder caps. And they start kind of shrieking and they start kind of being aggressive. Let's see. That's what I can describe. Oh no! Like they kind of get up and they start kind of flailing their arms at you guys. But they don't really do anything actively hostile. Okay, what do you say? Uh, they all 3 kind of sort of look at each other, and no. Oh, okay. And then their conversations like I don't know. They're just like start speaking to each other. I don't know. We did the arms. Why aren't they running? I wish they were pixies. Then we can eat them. They're too big. Ah. Oh. Oh, okay. Then you just hear chitterings, and they say, you, go away." Sort of say, "You have pixies to eat." Um, bring a tasty fairy. They say, but we are hungry for tasty pixies. So we do. We get to catch pixies in the webs, and then we eat them. They say, "Get closer, and we will eat you instead." And they'll sort of like they try the threatening gestures again. Okay, go ahead. Give me intimidation, please. They just whoop whoop. They GTFO. Like they start kind of like you know almost running. Okay, actually, at this, as we all, yeah, look at that. We all successfully dealt with a combat non-violent way. Hey, no feather in the cap. Let us take a break. And I'll be right back.